Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into my full spoiler-heavy review of Superman 2025. If you haven't watched it yet, hit pause, go experience it, and then come back because we're about to unpack some of the biggest reveals and emotional gut punches from the film. But before we jump in, if you're new to Rantin', smash that subscribe button. Now let's get into it. So honestly, the first 20 minutes had me just trying to figure out the tone. It feels dense, almost chaotic at first, like James Gunn is throwing everything at the wall to see what sticks. But then there's this sudden pivot where it all clicks into place. And from that moment on, the movie completely draws you in. You can just tell they've captured something special. All right, let's get into the twist that completely flips Superman's legacy on its head. So remember how in almost every other movie, Jor-El is this wise, loving dad sending Kal to Earth to be its savior? Well, scratch that. Here, when Lex decodes the full message attached to Kal's ship, it reveals Jor-El and Lara actually intended Kal to conquer Earth, take countless wives, and rebuild Krypton. They see Earthlings basically as slightly evolved apes. This shatters Clark. Everything he believed about being sent here for a noble purpose was a lie. The movie even plays it out beautifully. It's Jonathan Kent, not Jor-El, who ends up giving Clark the real hero speech. Jonathan tells him, it's your choices, your actions, your love for people, not where you came from, that make you who you are. For me, that change is incredible. It's more grounded, more about compassion than destiny, and it actually makes Clark's Kansas upbringing matter in a way most other movies never bother to. Then there's Lex. Nicholas Hoult absolutely nails this smug, razor-sharp genius who believes humanity needs to be saved from Superman. Lex thinks that as long as there's this god floating around, people will never push themselves to reach for the stars. It's classic Lex, but done with a chilling new edge. So, of course, he creates Ultraman. Literally grows a mindless Superman clone from a strand of Kal's hair. It's twisted. Lex becomes this dark father figure, molding Ultraman into the conqueror he believes Superman was meant to be. Watching Superman go toe-to-toe with what is basically a nightmare version of himself was incredible. And it's all set inside Lex's own pocket dimension, this maze-like prison realm with a black hole at its center. It's genius sci-fi world building that teases the DC multiverse without clubbing us over the head with it. Now for the big third act showdown. Superman versus Ultraman under a swirling black hole above Metropolis. It's tied to Lex's whole pocket dimension tech, and the visuals are just nuts. Superman ultimately defeats Ultraman by throwing him into the void, but whether he's actually dead is totally left up in the air. I wouldn't be shocked if he comes back twisted into Bizarro down the line. And yes, that much hyped Hammer of Boravia scene absolutely lives up to the chatter. It's the first time we see Superman push to his limits without kryptonite, which for me was a brilliant subversion. Some might find it annoying, but I loved seeing Kal actually vulnerable. Then there's Milly Alcock's Supergirl. Her cameo was teased for months, so it wasn't exactly a shock. But her actual entrance is something else. She's a total mess, drunk, stumbling into the Fortress of Solitude just to pick up crypto. It's edgy, punk rock, and completely opposite to Clark's wholesome vibe. And it makes sense. This is a girl who literally watched everyone she knew die 3 different times as Krypton fell apart. That trauma bleeds into everything she does on Earth. Some fans might roll their eyes, but honestly, I loved it. It gives her character this raw, jagged edge that's going to be fascinating to explore in her own Woman of Tomorrow movie next year. By the end, once all the chaos is done, the film slows down in a way most superhero movies don't dare to. Superman bonding with Clark, it's about learning, love, trust, and care. Even the post-credit scenes skip cheap setups. They're not there to hype the next big movie. They just give us a heartfelt little epilogue, showing Superman and Mr. Terrific fixing the city and sharing a moment of actual friendship. It's honestly refreshing. So yeah, I'd give Superman 2025 a solid 8.5 out of 10. It's not perfect, a bit stuffed, a bit quick to jump scenes, but It's bursting with heart. It made me care about Superman in a way I haven't in years. It reminds us that his real power isn't strength, it's kindness. Anyway, that's my spoiler-filled take. What did you all think? Were you into the Ultraman twists? Did Supergirl's messy intro work for you, or did it feel too edgy? Drop your thoughts below, hit like if you enjoyed this deep dive, and subscribe for more breakdowns. Catch you in the next one.